many crises that you have gone through, okay, from the probably just aftermath of the Lehman crisis in 2009 that you entered the business. So which year was that? Was it 2011 that you entered the business? 2011.
2011.
2011. Yep. And that's really not the most exciting time to come into the business as well, because 2013 was the TDSR and all the cooling measures. Market was trying to adjust, and then the property prices were in the doldrums. In fact, if you remember, for 3 years consistently, the private property transaction was so low. Yep. But having said, what were you focusing at the start of the year? I mean, at the start of your career, what kind of businesses focus you had?
So, because I was with Dennis Wee and their main focus is HDB, like literally 100% of my cases are all HDB then. It didn't really affected me. I think as what you mentioned, you really need to be very laser focused in what you're doing. And that was pretty much what we had at the time. So there was no other options. We just have to do it. So it took me a year to infuse myself in private per se, majority in new launches. It was a very big jump because from HDB to new launch, it's just something that I have to convince myself. So I want to buy one myself, and I think that, okay, if I can walk this, I can share my story with my client.
Yep. And how do you get your clients these days?
So as I mentioned, I have like a lot of HDB upgraders. So I reconnect with them. I think my strength is to be able to connect with them, and we have very good relationship. Therefore, I make it a point that every single day I need to meet at least one. When I speak, I have to aim for about 20. Then I run ads, and I convert my cold leads to become warm leads. I meet them so we have lead generation, we have reconnection with old clients. We also there was a couple of times I went for door knock and then realized that there was not enough time. Yeah, these are the few ways. I think there's not like a lot of ways to get leads. You just need to really know what really worked for you and pick one or two and excel in it. That the next phase will really be on relationship building, really just to make sure that we have their interest at heart. So I don't hard sell them. I don't tell them to buy anything. When I bring them for viewing, it's very much based on our discussion and what their heart prefers and what I advise. But I never ask them, should we go ahead? Because there was no green light for them.
Any new agents who join your team, or even for yourself, how they can make use of some of these technology or training that can be helpful in your own words?
Okay, so whenever we do, I think a lot of us spend a lot of time doing slides. We focus too much on delivering the slides, but we don't focus on, going to the data. Just not too much, just like one or two using the investment suite. Or, like I love investment suite. It's really good. And then recently there's this also sales suite. I think these are the few apps that has enabled me to do conversions. Sometimes when you meet a prospect, you don't really know what they have yet. So with all these apps that we have, we can do risk assessment management with them. We can work out timeline with them. We can work out something that is, manageable financially for them, as well as show some trends and charts that will help us in our sharing with